Hello, my dear friends. Welcome to the poetry reading with Fertile Brains. Good
तो
afternoon. A place where poets need to share their minds and hearts. Thank you for joining. Such a pleasure to be with you all. And as you know, we come here to share our suffering or happiness or whatever it is. But yes, we would appreciate your offering of, one of your best offerings, one of your best offerings. Yes, one single poem as always. So, without wasting much of your time, please, I will love to invite Dr. Colonel Gopal Purdhani and ask him to get started with his poem. So, Gopal Purdhani, sir. Please please unmute your mics.
प्रसन्ना साहब और दूसरे प्यारे दोस्तों, जैसे मैं हिंदी में हिंदुस्तानी में बोलता हूँ, उर्दू और हिंदी मिला के, वैसे ही आज फिर एक बार कविता में एक मैं सच्ची कहानी सुनाने जा रहा हूँ और उसके बाद मैं आपसे एक छोटा सा सवाल पूछूंगा और आपकी जजमेंट क्या है वो जानना चाहूंगा। तो मैं सच्ची कहानी अपनी दुश्मनों के साथ, हमारे नेबर में दुश्मन है उसके साथ जो लड़ाई हुई थी उसमें पार्टिसिपेट किया था। तो हम पाकिस्तान में लड़ रहे थे, तब की ये घटना है कि सुनो दोस्तों एक सच्ची कहानी मेरे साथ बीती, सुनिए मेरी जुबानी। कि 1965 में मैं सैनिक अधिकारी बना था। जब पड़ोसी दुश्मन ने जब पड़ोसी दुश्मन जंग के लिए तना था, हमने दूसरों की ऐसी अकड़ निकाली हमने दुश्मनों की ऐसी अकड़ निकाली, सर्व तबाही 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 कर डाली। खुशकिस्मत मैं था, लड़ाई में लड़ा था, जम्मू से सियालकोट बॉर्डर पर खड़ा था। ये वही जगह थी जहां मैं पैदा हुआ था। दुश्मन विभाजन में इसे छीन लिया था, दुश्मन ने विभाजन में इसे छीन लिया था। तो अब वो जमी दुश्मने हाथ आई थी और मेरा बदला लेने की अब बारी आई थी। दुश्मन के खून के हम हो गए प्यासे, जहां सिर उठाया वहीं खत्म कर डाले। तभी मेरे इलाके में कुछ ऐसा हुआ था, जहां मैं लड़ रहा था, अधिकारी था, मेरे साथ 11 जवान थे। हम जहां लड़ रहे थे तो वहां एक अचानक एक ऐसा हादसा था हुआ, ऐसी चीज आई जो हमें समझ नहीं आई कि ये क्या हो रहा है। तभी मेरे इलाके में कुछ ऐसा हुआ था, खेत में कुछ हरकत का पता चला था। मैं अपने जवानों को इशारा किया, मिनटों में हम खेत को घेर लिया। मिनटों के अंदर हमने खेत को घेर लिया। खेत में दो दुश्मन दुबके पड़े थे, दोनों के हाथ जोड़े रहम को तरस रहे थे। हमने उन पर बंदूकें थी तानी, उनमें से एक मर्द था, एक थी जनानी। चेहरे थे उनके झुर्रियों से भरे थे, दोनों बहुत बूढ़े, दोनों बुजुर्ग थे। चेहरे पर उनके झुर्रियों से भरे थे, उनके लोग उन्हें छोड़ के चले गए। मेरा एक जवान गोली मारने ही वाला था, मैंने उसको इशारे से रोक दिया था। मेरा एक जवान गोली चलाने ही वाला था, मैंने उस जवान को इशारे से रोक दिया था। बहुत मैंने रोक दिया, तरस खाया उन पर, लेकिन ऐसे में बहुत मुश्किल होता है ऐसे में रहम खाना, दुश्मन के साथियों पर ना गोली चलाना बहुत मुश्किल होता है लड़ाई में। मैं आज तक ये नहीं समझ पाया, मैंने दोनों को छोड़ दिया, लेकिन आज तक मैं समझ नहीं पाया कि मेरा फैसला गलत था या सही था। अब आप फैसला कीजिए, मुझे ये बताइए क्या मैं ठीक था या गलत था, समझाइए। एक ऐसी घटना हुई जो दुश्मनों के साथियों को हमने रहम करके छोड़ दिया, क्या ये ठीक था कि नहीं था? आप कृपा करके अपना शुभ विचार मुझे दीजिए।
Brilliant, sir. What a depiction, and I think we could have some session for that. But yes, it depends. It depends on the situation that you are in. So, humanitarian, you know, what would I say? Brilliant, sir. Please give a round of applause, my dear friends. That was Gopal Purdhani, sir. Gopal,
थैंक यू सर, थैंक यू।
please welcome Richard Spisak.
Thank you, my friend. An honor to be with you all. Have a little piece for you on behalf of one of the defenders of wildlife, a gentleman named Captain Paul. He's one of those people with the sea shepherd who tries to protect the whalers, the whales from the whaling industry. Okay, free Captain Paul. Captain Paul begs Macron for sweet asylum. Will he be free, or will the Japanese whalers deny him? A man who bravely stood above the wave, protecting his brothers just like he should. The sea shepherd, the sailors so bold and brave. The noble cetaceans, a seagoing tribe, is too near to extinction. The sea shepherds seek to help them survive. What will it take? Who must be bribed? Capable of language, a huge, complex brain. Yet some societies still hunt them for dainties. It's almost insane. He drafted a letter from his prison cell in Nauk. He asked for asylum. He looked to France to safely dwell, from a prisoner of conscience to the leader of the Citadel of Liberty. What will Macron do? He knows what to do. He has his duty. TheSeaShepherd.org, to preserve and protect, a bulwark of species survival in the face of neglect. Safeguarding marine wildlife, protect our long abused oceans from all these floating factory harvesting and other such bloody notions. Let the carvers be resting. Our brother whales need protecting. The ships are our headquarters, the ocean our mission. We are out on the sea in every condition. We place our people and our ships between marine life and illegal fishing, the last line of defense. We know we're the last station. It would seem a refuge from every nation. Patrolling the Vaquita porpoise refuge on the brink of extinction to prevent the lights going out in the deep. Should there be no protection? Is that a false notion? Yet, for these noble beings, does their life have no meaning? Extinction is forever and a harsh end of dreams. The zero tolerance area, and a zone of no hunting, a protected place where the vaquita porpoise can't be taken or chased. Sea Shepherd has shared with the Mexican Navy resources to help protect the vaquita porpoises. Well, perhaps, just maybe. The Sea Shepherd provides a net pole, a good working platform to free tangled marine animals and collect scientific data that can be derived therefrom and logged into the annals. Free Captain Paul Watson. Sign the petition. Protect the Sea Shepherd so they can continue their mission. The Paul Watson Foundation protects and preserves the cetacean civilization. Signed today for the Earth's sake. Thank you.
Free Captain Paul. Thank you for reading that one once again. Last week you have read the same one, I believe. Thank you, Richard. Please give a round of applause, my dear friends. Please welcome Lantern Carrier.
Thank you, my brother. Greetings to all. Resilience. Many humans and inanimate beings like clay and swords have shown the capacity to withstand struggle from horrendous adversities, enslavement being one of them. The distress, horror, or excessive trauma is not any less for them, yet they show remarkable powers of recovery. Love gives them fortitude, serenity, and the capacity for sacrifice amidst much suffering. The ability to bounce back with amazing coping skills to respond to heinous shadows that would seek to crush their spirit. Divorce, financial crisis, homelessness, natural disasters, conflicts, human trafficking, and enslavement are just some of the challenges requiring resilience. The instinct for staying alive, the wise use of the strategy of acceptance, accompanied by the virtues of strength and empathy, are necessary. Practicing wholesomeness, even when the shadows are dense, having a strong network of support, and the ability not only to cry out for justice, but the receiving of a need is essential. Resilience enables the human to adapt to change and uncertainty, ever conscious of the sanctity of life and the discernment to do the needful. Emotional and social involvements are interwoven in the life of the resilient, and the ability to control anger or recover from repressive situations can be imperative for survival. Resilient heroes look for a way out, not wallowing in despair. Can you mute them? Sorry.
Yes, sir, go ahead.
Resilient. Is it okay now? Resilient heroes look for a way out, not wallowing in despair, but seeing themselves as warriors, battling on and refusing to accept their fate. Resilience shows that no iron bars a cage, as it may imprison the body, but can never imprison the soul. Overcome by the burden of expectations, I initially saw resilience as a curse and not a blessing. Yet I paid close attention to my mother's sacrifice, to Mandela's reconciliatory tone, to Jesse Owens in the face of the bigotry of Nazi Germany, and learned of the sixth dimension, that is to say, of duty not only to oneself, but for the betterment of humanity. Harriet Tubman faced Yama, the Lord of Death, daily, ferrying the enslaved to freedom. Queen Nanny of the Maroons fought the colonizers by her leadership skills and in creating caves for our army of freedom fighters. John Lewis, Martin Luther King Jr., Nat Turner et al. Gave their all that others may live. Mother Teresa gave her life for the challenges of Calcutta and the world at large, and my mother went quietly and steadily about her duty, building a future single-handedly for her 7 wonderful children. She was in great pain at times, hiding internal scars we never saw as children. Subhash Chandra Bose, Netaji, Surya Sen, and the great Indian freedom fighters had the Bharat Mata carved indelibly on their hearts and surmounted the impossible to free their country, India. Lantern says, "Come, O love, grant me not a lighter burden, but a much stronger heart, so that I can glorify your name, working as a supreme instrument for a beloved light of paradise." Lantern Carrier, thank you.
Wow. Thank you for repeating the words. As always, no words to express. Please give a round of applause, my dear friends. That was Lantern Carrier. Please
Thank you,
welcome
thank you.
Sreedharan Parokode.
Am I audible, Ji? Okay. Good. This poem taken from my book Slumflowers. At the referee's point. Hi, referee, when would you start whistling? Hi, referee, when would you start whistling? At the starting point, after the events, on trailing behind, or tumbling down? At the starting point, after the events, on trailing behind or tumbling down? As the whistle is prompt, do we have our worries about the victory stunt? As the whistle is prompt, do we have our worries about the victory stunt? Yeah. Thank you very much. Thank you. The poem.
Go ahead, sir. Go ahead, sir. Go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Okay. In a little drop, I could see a big world. In a little drop, I could see a big world. And when I felt its existence expired, the word I bore in my heart also exhausted or ceased to exist. The word I bore in my heart also exhausted or ceased to exist. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah.
Short and sweet yet,
Yeah.
What do you call it? Very meaningful and in-depth. Please give a round of applause, my dear fans. That was Sreedharan Parokode. Beautiful lines, sir, as always. Please welcome Dr. Gangalaxmi Patnaik.
Good evening, everyone. Today we are observing Mother-in-Law Day. So I would like to present my rendition on Mother-in-Law. The title of the poem is Tree of Love. Tree of Love. The poem runs like this. In a garden of hearts, my mother-in-law bloomed so fair. A mother-in-law with unconditional love so rare. In a garden of hearts, my mother-in-law bloomed so fair. A mother-in-law with unconditional love so rare. My friend philosopher guided me with her hand gentle wise. In her cozy embrace, my worry dies, where she put me at ease. My friend philosopher guided me with her hand gentle wise. In her cozy embrace, my worry dies, where she put me at ease. Suddenly she had been felled by invisible, unknowable source of silence. We are depraved and hungry, tortured in the dark for inspiring words. Suddenly she had been felled by invisible, unknowable source of silence. We are depraved and hungry, tortured in the dark for inspiring words. O mother, on whose garden shall I implant grief's wild saplings? You are now turned into a flower whose fragrances flying around us. O mother, on whose garden shall I implant grief's wild saplings? You are now turned into a flower whose fragrances flying around us. You are a shining light, and we hold you on hearts. Your strength and smile on dark days roaming around us. You are a shining light, and we hold you in hearts. Your strength and smile on dark days roaming around us. It is my tribute to my mother-in-law who passed away December 8th, 2011. This is the end of my poem. Thanks, dear poet friends. Special thanks to founder admin, Prasanna Kumar. Thank you.
You're a shining light we could hold in our hearts. Nice tribute to mother-in-law. Beautiful, man. Please give a round of applause, my dear friends. That was Dr. Gangalaxmi Patnaik. Please welcome his better of retired bank apps, Shyamaprasad Patnaik. Please unmute your mic, sir.
Yes, yes. Good evening, dear poets. I am happy to present here, and I am going to recite one poem. The title of my poem is "Laughter, the Invincible Weapon." Laughter, the invincible weapon. Here it goes. Laughter heals many woes, costs nothing, quite easy to grin. Amazing tool to swing million moods, keeps away from depression. The best ever medicine, panacea for all ailments, famous all over. Cures many diseases, overflows spontaneously from heart, spreads over lips. Laughter and smile with glee can win many cruel hearts. Smiling face reflects inner feelings of love beyond imagination. Imitate art of laughter from theater comedians and circus clowns. Imbibe art of chuckling aloud for secretion of joyous hormones. Laughter naturally emits vibrant positivity, enchanting disperse aromas everywhere. It develops friendship, camaraderie, emanates love with fellow feelings. Laughter naturally oozes, observing innocent smiling baby without any disruption. Subdue hatred, violence, and discrimination through laughter, the invincible weapon. And that is the end of my poem. Hope you like
Laughter.
it. Thank you.
Beautiful, sir. We like it very much. We always love your poems, and laughter is the best medicine that you shared in your poetic form. Thank you. Please give a round of applause, my dear friends. That was the Mr. Shyamaprasad Patnaik. Please welcome Mehzabeen Hussain.
Hello, everyone. The name of my poem is called My Anger. And there's a question mark after that. It's My Anger. People say that I'm an angry person. I'm not. I will meet you. I will talk to you about your dog. I will talk to you about your fascination with cars. I will also talk to you about all the many interests you have so that we have a civil conversation. But slowly, after half an hour of small talk, you will want to crack a homophobic joke. You will say a communal comment. You will very carelessly suggest that you think women are inferior and weak. And I will no longer be able to laugh with you on those jokes. I will not be able to keep quiet. And you will wonder why my mood has changed. People say I'm an angry person, but I'm not. I will talk to you about the weather. I will nod along as you describe the latest gadget you bought. I will listen to you recount your weekend plans, and I will laugh at your stories about your childhood mischief. And then your words will shift. You will start to reveal the pieces of you that expect me to stay quiet to brush it off. You will comment on how a person looks, reducing them to the surface of their skin, as if the layers underneath don't matter, as if we are all flattered by your gaze. You will say something ill about race, about culture that leaves me cold, a remark that sits heavy in the air between us. I will not laugh with you. I will not nod or agree or let it slide. You will ask, what's wrong? As if the shift in the room is my fault, as if I'm the one who disrupted this ease with my refusal to participate in your small cruelties. You will call it a joke, but I'm not laughing. People say I'm an angry person, but I'm not. I'm a person who listens closely, who notices the sharp edges in soft words. I'm a person who holds space for discomfort, who believes that silence is not neutral, that staying quiet is a kind of violence, that not everything can be smoothed over with a grin. I will then speak and you will be startled. You will wonder why I just can't let it go. Why I can't be that easy, agreeable version of myself you thought you knew. But the truth is, I cannot. I will not choose your comfort over my integrity. Maybe you will walk away, call me difficult or too serious or a bore, say that I don't even know how to have fun, that I turn everything into a debate. But I'm not here to make you comfortable. I'm here to remind you that words have weight, that the world you create with them is real, that I will not be a part of it if it demands silence. People say, I'm an angry person, but I'm not. I'm a person who refuses to laugh at things that break others in half. I'm a person who believes that justice is not a theory, but a daily practice. I'm a person who knows that to stay quiet is to agree, and I will not agree. I will not agree to your discrimination, to the subtle digs that strip others of their dignity. I will not agree to the shaming of bodies, of identities, to the world that turn peoples into targets. I will not agree to the silencing of those who speak truth to power. I will not agree. Because to agree is to uphold the very things that fracture the world, and I will not let you fracture the world anymore. Thank you, everyone.
My God, my God. You're the one who offer us, the different take of perspective of what happens around. And how can you say that you are angry and you have said it all? Brilliant way of, expressing.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Wow, brilliant. Please give a round of applause, my dear friends. Brilliant. Wow. Ray Whitaker is up next. Please welcome Ray Whitaker. We got Jennifer, Saraswati,
morning, Colorado. Thank you, Kumar. Thank you very much. It's always a privilege to be here. Good morning, everyone from the other side of the world for most of you. And it is morning here, but I have a piece this morning that will segue into Mehzabeen's piece, I think. It's called Telephone. That's the title, Telephone. This piece is about, just a brief thing, is about a listening to a conversation, So the title is Telephone. He found himself gripping the chair, white-knuckled, telling his hands to release, hearing her words on the other end, that the other end of the line where those words had been said, spoken like a slap to the ears, no, like a cut to the forehead. She'd said that her upstairs was dark and the downstairs was dark too. A communique about the light only in the one room, but had more than a darkness, landing as if there was no distance between them. The words sounded with immediate effect, sourcing that loss as if there hadn't been any time lapsed since the sunny March morning. It had happened there, and then came his own dark grays, the ownership of a space between the stars, no galaxies to illuminate. There the sea of blue, the many blues of the very deep, lapped again at the shores of his emotions without hesitation. His wanting to ease her pain without presencing his own. Gripping the chair arm, stretching his fingers out, a release, one that left with an image of the tearful reds of want, that wistfulness of loneliness. In the circle of porch light, there was nothing to do but listen this night. Far off, there was thunder, a storm raining tears. Thank you.
A beautiful and profound expression. Thank you, Ray, as always.
Thank you, sir.
Please give a round of applause, my dear friends. Very intense. So up next is my friend Jennifer.
Hi, Prasanna. Thank you. Hi, everyone. I'm going to do a poem I presented here once long ago. It's titled The Seeker. I, the seeker, you are seeking. Seeking what? I know not. Your eyes fixed within your thoughts, feeling an indescribable longing. You really want a woman strong of character, willing to take the lead, indeed. Dreams of pursuing diverse managerial positions, a career woman, still willing to breed the babies your sperm will be creating. Am I that superwoman seeking? Thank you.
It again is short and sweet piece seeking. Love the words. Jennifer, please give a round of applause, my dear friends. That was Jennifer. Please welcome Dr. Gargi Saha.
Thank you.
Good evening, everyone. Thank you for giving me an opportunity to recite my poem, sir. My poem is entitled 10 Minutes at the Window Pane. 10 minutes at the window pane, when it was pouring cats and dogs rain. A marriage procession studded with costumes and jewelry, followed behind by ill-clad beggars entangled in misery. On one side, barren land, on the other, greenery, orchards, trees. Someone yet practiced slavery, another employed in freedom, equality, and fraternity. Old were dressed young, young ones in their clothes long. Animals were loved and cared by someone's mercy. Slaughtering was the effect of others' cruelty. Children were encompassed by music, toys, and books. Child labor, prevailing somewhere, betrayed their innocent looks. Girls were loved, understood, and treated with concern. Greed for dowry did also make women burn. Doctors, engineers were too busy to realize nature's beauty. Unemployed guys had forced leisure like a calamity. Extreme happiness brings pain. Extreme sorrow brings pain. My mind is flooded with thoughts since time immemorial. What a curse is extremity in human survival. Thank you.
And again, so everyone is presenting powerful pieces. Oh my, the wonder. Great. Dr. Gargi Saha, please give a round of applause, my dear friends.
Thank you, sir.
Please welcome Saraswati Poswal. Saraswati Poswal. Ma'am, please unmute your mic. Saraswati Poswal, please unmute your mic.
Hello, good morning, good evening, namaskar, sat sri akal, adab, salam ji. How are you all doing? Hope you are doing well. Thank you, K. Kumar Prasanna ji. Thank you for this opportunity. Nice listening to everyone. This is firstly, I would like to wish you all happy Diwali because we'll be meeting after Diwali only now, next week. Happy Diwali to all. So I'll start with my poem. I was listening everyone. It was nice hearing all. So my today's poem is it's a छंदमुख कविता उम्मीदों के पुष्प। छंदमुख कविता उम्मीदों के पुष्प। आशा की चमकती किरणें, आशा की चमकती किरणें कई पुष्प खिला सकती है। आशा की चमकती किरणें कई पुष्प खिला सकती है। पल भर की हिम्मत जीत का, पल भर की हिम्मत जीत का एहसास दिला सकती है। पल भर की हिम्मत जीत का एहसास दिला सकती है। कुछ लोग असफलता से निराश होकर, कुछ लोग असफलता से निराश होकर अंधकार में जीने लग जाते हैं। कुछ लोग असफलता से निराश होकर अंधकार में जीने लग जाते हैं। उनकी एक छोटी सी मुस्कान हजारों दीप जला सकती है। उनकी एक छोटी सी मुस्कान हजारों दीप जला सकती है। कोई नहीं अछूता कष्ट से, कोई नहीं अछूता कष्ट से, किसी ना किसी दुख से भरी सबकी गागर है। कोई नहीं अछूता कष्ट से, किसी ना किसी दुख से भरी सबकी गागर है। हंसकर सहयोग को कुछ कड़वे घूंट से, हंसकर सहयोग और कुछ कड़वे घूंट से रोकर सहा तो ये कष्ट विशाल सागर है। रोकर सहा तो ये कष्ट विशाल सागर है। हंसकर सहा तो ये कड़वे घूंट से भी है मीठे लगते। जो कभी चोट गहरी असफलता की, जो लगे कभी चोट गहरी असफलता की, तो साहस बटोर कर मुस्कुराहट लाना। लगे कोई चोट गहरी असफलता की तो साहस बटोर कर मुस्कुराहट लाना। हारे हुए मन को जीने का साहस दिलाकर, हारे हुए मन को जीने का साहस दिलाकर जीने की एक वजह बना सकते हो। हारे हुए मन को जीने का साहस दिलाकर जीने की एक वजह बना सकते हो। तुमसे कोई जीवन की सीख ले सकता है, तुमसे कोई जीवन की सीख ले सकता है। तुम्हें देखकर कोई और भी जी सकता है, तुम्हें देखकर कोई और भी जी सकता है। अपने दुख को कभी कमजोरी ना बनने देना, अपने दुख को कभी कमजोरी ना बनने देना। अपनी आंखों को कभी नीर से ना भरने देना, अपनी आंखों को कभी नीर से ना भरने देना। जीवन जियो जी भर के साथियों, जीवन जियो जी भर के साथियों। तकलीफों से क्या डरना, तकलीफों से क्या डरना, भला निराश होकर क्या पाओगे, भला निराश होकर कि क्या पाओगे। जिंदगी की जंग जी कर भी जीत पाओगे, जिंदगी की जंग जी कर ही जीत पाओगे। दो वक्त की रोटी चैन से खाओगे और मुस्कुराते चले जाओगे। चलो खुशियों की शमा जलाते चलो, कुछ रूठे अपनों को मनाते हैं। चलो जीवन की बगिया में उम्मीदों के पुष्प खिलाते हैं। खुशियों के दीप घर घर में इस दिवाली हम नए नए जलाते हैं। खुशियों के दीप इस दिवाली हम नए नए घर में जलाते हैं। तो once again, happy Diwali to everyone.
Happy Diwali, man. Thank you, man. That's such a.
Thank you so much.
Please give a round of applause, my dear friends. That was Miss Saraswati Poswal. Please welcome, first time joining us, a beautiful poet. I suppose I met him on open mics. But yes, thanks for introducing Jennifer Marlon Thompson from Jamaica. Welcome, Marlon.
Yeah, thank you for having me, and it's good to be here.
Please go ahead. Read out your poem. Yeah.
Okay, all right. So I'm going to share a poem which is called Restoring the Love. It's from my book of anthology, Words from Mama Son. So Restoring the Love. How would you write a eulogy for a 5-year-old whose dreams have been shattered by bullets from a smoking gun? How could we? How can we dance in the streets when gunshots echo in the air? How will we? How do we falsify information about another's character with malicious intent to destroy their hard work? How dare we? Can we really pass the blind that just need a helping hand for someone to take them to the other side of the street? Where are we? Will we fill our stomachs and sit comfortably knowing there are hungry children on our streets? Really, we are wonderful people. How did our hearts get so cold? Have we lost our souls? Let us restore the love that will warm our hearts, folding our arms around it like a mother's embrace. Let us stop the venomous attacks and create the love, peace, and kindness. Let us restore compassion without fear of looking foolish. Let us restore kindness, even if it's not trendy. Let us stop the social degradation and return to our moral obligation. Let us find the HEART to love that demonstrates the ART of love. Let us not allow fear and hate to spread like wildfires. If we restore the love, it can be our common denominator. This we could use as our currency for the future. Let us paint peace, love, and kindness on the canvas of our minds, that it will be forever be etched in our hearts. Let us be united in our effort to love in this world. Let love be the pillow on which we lay our heads, and peace the place we spread our beds. Let us sow seeds of kindness so we can reap a good harvest. Let us repair the broken relationships so we can be made whole. Let us change the atmosphere of distorted morality into an atmosphere of love and unity. Let us forgive those who have made restitution for damage they have done to our fellow men. Let us repair harm and heal wounds so we can avoid the tears of war. Let us resolve conflict peacefully and right the wrongs. We all have made mistakes, and certainly we have wronged others. However, let us tear down the fences of hatred, the barbed wires of hurt, and the walls of resentment. Let violence be crushed to atoms and explode into a volcano of love and watered with a tsunami of joy. Thank you.
Let us sow the seeds of kindness. Wonderful. Marlon Thompson is your name. Please give a round of applause to Marlon, and we wish you would come every Sunday, Marlon. I would love to, have you every Sunday, and you could just present your solo and, beautiful expression. How could we? That's the question. Very powerful. And I thank you all, poets who have presented, very thoughtful and, very much recalling effect have their poems in your poems. So I thank you all. Moving on, let us call upon Maria.
Good evening, everyone. Happy to be with you all. Thank you, Prasanna, for joining us on this video meeting. Always a pleasant time to be with you all. Well, my poem is titled Ghost. A ghost visits me every night, and I roll side on bed. My pillow advises me about sad thoughts. Don't bring back memories if they hurt you. I can't help. I say to myself, why? Waves coming and going, never the same. Neither the ocean, that's so immense, repeats its waves. Which one a crest to surf upon? If there are falls, another one to enjoy on a perfect riding. Why do I creep in agony before the sleep? I say to myself, close your eyes, clear and clean your mind. Don't bring back sad memories. It's stronger than me. And I hold side. I close my eyes. Anxiety comes. No mercy. Is that natural feelings in life journey? It's a burden on shoulders for sure. I should learn to ride upon good thoughts only, and a good night's sleep to me at last. Thank you.
Well, this time I like your style of reading, Maria. Of course, I love your poem as well. Please give a round of applause, my dear friends. That was Maria. And Maria and we known to each other for last 8 years. Wow, Maria.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Prasanna.
She was the...
You are a precious guy I met by chance on FB.
And I must admit that you are amongst the first who are you nudged me, inspired me, and you always have encouraged me. So 8 years just passed away. Like there is.
A great time indeed we have together until now. Hope it goes beyond and beyond. And
I remember.
you.
I hope
and
you
you.
remember Gerda Maria, who is also goes by your name. So she's sending a book to me from Belgium. So it's on the way. Thank you, Maria. Please give a round.
Thank you.
Please welcome Miss Shobha Deshpande. Ma'am Shobha Deshpande, please unmute your mic, ma'am. Shobha, ma'am. Shobha, ma'am, please unmute your mic. Okay, let's jump to our next poet, CJ. CJ, please unmute your mic. CJ, please unmute your mic.
Hello. Are you saying me? Prasanna,
Yes.
are you talking to me?
Yes, CJ, please go ahead.
Okay. I'm going to recite the first poem is Hollow.
Only one poem, CJ.
Okay. She fed me. She clothed me. She nurtured me. She loved me. She, for me, was history, strength, and honor. She cared for me. She was my identity. She prayed for me. She championed and advocated for me. She was strong for me. She took on wrong and defined what was right for me. She healed me. She saw me. She was me. She was kind to me. She was lineage and culture, the one that protected me. She was my mother.
And she was there. She was all there with you, CJ. Hello?
Yes, I'm sorry.
Beautiful tribute to your mother, CJ. Please give a round of applause, my dear friends. Chyrel Jackson is having a solo poetry session tomorrow. Please join on Facebook page. Give a round of applause and please welcome Shobha Deshpande.
नमस्कार, वनकम। दिवाली की शुभकामनाएं पहले ही आपको सब लोगों को देते हैं। మీ అందరికీ దివాళీ శుభాకాంక్షలు। ప్రసన్న గారికి స్పెషల్ గా, ఎందుకంటే మనందరికీ ఇక్కట చేసినందుకు। నా శీర్షిక प्रदूषण। आज हिंदी में बोल रहे। प्रदूषण। प्रदूषण है प्रदूषण, जानलेवा प्रदूषण। प्रदूषण है प्रदूषण, जानलेवा प्रदूषण। प्रदूषण है प्रदूषण, जानलेवा प्रदूषण। जीना मुश्किल कर दिया, जीना मुश्किल कर दिया, खाना मुश्किल कर दिया, खाना मुश्किल कर दिया, सोना मुश्किल कर दिया, सोना मुश्किल कर दिया। प्रदूषण है प्रदूषण, प्रदूषण है प्रदूषण। वृक्षो रक्ष रक्षितः, वृक्षो रक्ष रक्षितः, छोड़कर हमने। वृक्षो रक्ष रक्षितः, छोड़कर हमने वृक्षों को नष्ट करने बैठे हम। वृक्षों को हम नष्ट करने बैठे हम। प्रदूषण है प्रदूषण, जानलेवा प्रदूषण। प्रदूषण है प्रदूषण, जानलेवा प्रदूषण। वायु नभ धरती पर, वायु नभ धरती पर, प्रदूषण है प्रदूषण। वायु नभ धरती पर, प्रदूषण है प्रदूषण। खाना पीना में भी प्रदूषण है प्रदूषण, खाना पीना में भी मिलावट प्रदूषण। प्रदूषण है प्रदूषण, जानलेवा प्रदूषण। प्रदूषण है प्रदूषण, जानलेवा प्रदूषण। आवाज प्रदूषण से कान का पर्दा, आवाज प्रदूषण से कान का पर्दा, फटने का डर है, फटने का डर है। आवाज प्रदूषण से कान का पर्दा, फटने का डर है। वायु प्रदूषण से, वायु प्रदूषण से सर शरीर में दर्द, सर शरीर में दर्द। प्रदूषण है प्रदूषण, जानलेवा प्रदूषण। इसलिए भाई और बहनों, प्रदूषण को रोकिए, प्रदूषण को रोकिए। जन उद्धार के लिए, जन उद्धारण के लिए जप तप कीजिए, जन उद्धार के लिए जप तप कीजिए। जन उद्धार के लिए मिलजुल कर रहिए, जन उद्धार के लिए मिलजुल कर रहिए। एक दूसरे पर क्रोध ना करिए, एक दूसरे पर क्रोध ना करिए। अपने शरीर को अस्त व्यस्त न करे, अपने शरीर को अस्त व्यस्त न करे। मन शांति के लिए अपनी वाणी को रोकिए, यानी अपने बुरे बातों से नहीं करना, सब लोगों को अच्छे बातें करना। मन शांति के लिए अपने वाणी को रोकिए। आइए सब मिलकर प्रतिज्ञा करते हैं, आइए सब मिलकर प्रतिज्ञा करते हैं। आपस में मिलजुल कर रहना सीखते हैं, आपस में मिलजुल कर रहना सीखते हैं। शांति परोपकार फैलाए रखते हैं, शांति परोपकार फैलाए रखते हैं। प्रदूषण है प्रदूषण, जानलेवा प्रदूषण। प्रदूषण है प्रदूषण, जानलेवा प्रदूषण। धन्यवाद।
Beautiful. That was on environment and pollution, rising levels of pollution. Beautifully presented, ma'am. Thank you. Please give a round of applause, my dear fans, and thank you, Ray, for your beautiful comments. And thank you, Landran, for inspiring and supporting all the poets with your, what do you call? I couldn't say comment. It's a great reviews. I have got one piece shared by Dr. Roopali Sircar Gaur, who is on traveling, and she's traveling these days. So I'm gonna read her poem on her behalf. So here is it. I'm traveling tales. I'm a snail, slow moving with antennas on my head. I carry my home on my back, traveling quietly, place to place. When evening falls, a car honks, I just curl up inside. I am not homeless, you see. I carry my home on my back. You can call me anytime, anywhere. I won't take up your place. I have my own home on my back. I did once think I was without a home. I did believe I had nowhere to go. And then it dawned upon me one morn. I carried on my back my own home. The home on my back never burdens me. It never asks me to leave. I don't fear harsh voices. The night always is tranquil. For a long time, I did not know I carried my home on my back. That was by Dr. Roopali Sircar Gaur. Traveling Tales. I would now present one of my own. We got Heera Nawaz ma'am with us.
Yes.
Please welcome Heera Nawaz. Yes,
Am I
ma'am.
audible?
Yes, ma'am. Please.
Okay. I'm sorry for coming a bit late. I had gone out. But now, good evening, everybody. My name is Ms. Heera Nawaz, and I am a poetess by profession. I'm also a teacher. I've worked as a teacher for quite a few years. And at the same time, I've been writing poetry. I write poetry on my feelings, my emotions about religion, about nature, about relationships, about so many different topics. And this poem which I'm going to recite is called My Purpose in Life. And it's a poem which tells about my most heartfelt purpose and reason for living. So it goes like this. From a young, impressionable age, I have had a calling to do something novel, unique, or meaningful with my life. Not to waste it in mindless endeavors of gossip and easy life escaping, not even to be just a housewife. One minute, sorry. I am enthusiastic and introspective enough to follow a path of righteousness by inculcating precepts of God above, which is suffice to make me follow a path of purpose, meaning, conscientiousness, and undying love. My first purpose and priority in life is to zero in on a life of ardent prayer and fervent service to God, to help others selflessly in tangible ways by emulating the example and following the footsteps Mother Teresa trod. But how do I intend to practically accept and meet this awesome but challenging goal? It is through a process of writing the most motivational and inspirational poems written and recited for any earthly role. I want each poem I write to stem, emanate, and evolve from the deepest recesses of my empathetic heart, to not just be a nameless, invisible entity, but of God's glorious kingdom to be a valuable part. I also want to recite my poetry with the best effort I can muster, using the correct expression, tonality, and diction. And by doing so, I endeavor to win hearts, capture and free souls, and try my level best to eliminate fiction. I intend to make my poetry stretch my limits of purity so that these poems can energize, motivate, and inspire, making as many as possible exult, enthuse, and invigorate with each heartbeat and breath they inspire. My poetry, inspired by the muses, is written at these diabolic, difficult, and war-ravaged times. The poems intend to evoke the most poignant and profound feelings towards peace via the flow of rhythm and rhymes. I intend to do my ultimate and optimum to extricate the vagaries of each individual child, woman, and man, and turn each mess into a message to create from them a sterling diamond, the best they possibly can. My purpose is to try my best, though at times I will fail, to build bridges and be the best version of me that I can be. For I know, though flawed, I am lured by God's invisible love that is more steadfast, older, and deeper than the sea. Thank you.
Excellent, ma'am. Thank you. Thank you for your presentation of your poem. Please give a round of applause, my dear friends. I got a piece to share with you. So, closing. Choking is the breath. Wisps of stinking stench engulf me, and I am restless with miasma of unpleasantness. I see myself in the pool of blood where petals were strewn and the rippling resonance of waves tearing my heart apart. I see my soul jerking tears with fear as the cosmos crying aloud with rumbles of meteors coming into terrestrial space as comets with flickering tails in response to the sacrifice of innocence. Thank you. Thank you, my dear friends. That brings us to the end of this. Thank you, ma'am. Choking is the breath, no shocking. Choking. So thank you, my dear friends. See you on next Sunday, coming Sunday. Thank you, Mariam, for joining us.